Hello, this is Warrior for Christ 4, and I'm going through the book of John. Um, Last time I went through verses 1, went a little bit into verse 2, and now I am on verse 3. I'm going to recap verse 1 and 2 for anybody who did not get to see the first video, and to kind of give a backdrop to verse 3 a little bit. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God." Now that's verse 1 and 2. Now we're on verse 3. "All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made." Now, of course, the word, we determined last time that the word here refers to a person. In verse 2, we see that in the King James it says the same was in the beginning with God. In other translations it says he was in the beginning with God. Either way, the same meaning. The word is a person, and we can see in verse 3 that, of course, this is a continuation of that thought by the Apostle John. And it says, "All things were made through him," that is the Word, that is Jesus Christ, "and without him was not anything made that was made." Taking the first part of that verse, it says, "All things were made through him." This thought is echoed in a few other books. I'm going to take you to them here for a moment. In Colossians 1:16, it says, "For by him," again this is Jesus that the chapter is referring to, "all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through him and for him." Again, we see this echoed in Hebrews 1, verse 2, "But in these last days he has spoken to us by his Son, whom he appointed the heir of all things, through whom he also created the world." Now, when it's talking about through him, it's talking about reference to Jesus being a part of the creation process. And of course, this is definitely without question showing that he is God. And then, of course, the second part of the verse says, "And without him was not anything made that was made." There's nothing made in creation that was not made without Jesus being a part of it. So I hope this has been a blessing to you, going through the book of John chapters 1, 2, and now we've done verse 3, and tomorrow go through verse 4. God bless. Stay in his word, hide it in your heart, so you might not sin against him.